everyone, and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri, and we are here dressed and ready to tackle some trees because we are going to be clearing out some new trails for our temperate forest area. And I'm really excited because I was looking up a list of different types of animals we could start building exhibits for, and I'm so excited to hear your guys' ideas about which ones you would like to see first because they include everything from fox squirrels to little brown bats to moose to muskrats, possums, prairie voles, raccoons, red foxes, maybe some brown rats even, coyotes, chipmunks, elk. I mean, there's so many things we could add in. The eastern cottontail. I could go on, and that's not even touching on some of the different plants we could do, the different reptiles we could add in. It's just so exciting. I am so ready. In fact, we might even have to do another vote. Oh my goodness, what do you guys think? If you guys heard anything you would really love to see an exhibit for in that list, or like brown bears, black bears. Oh my goodness, the grizzly bears are kind of like what the brown bears are. But it is time. It is time to really start doing work in our zoo and expanding it and making it feel like a good, proper zoo, which means that we are also going to try to get more informational signs in here. We're going to try to get some tourists in here. We'll try to come up with fun ways where you guys could win the opportunity to be one of the tourists wandering around the zoo. I want to redo the signs so that they're all convincing and pretty, and then I want to make sure that we have the little informational clipboards everywhere. It's going to be so much fun. I also want to try to think up some really fun ways to do like little interactive things that you can do at zoos. Like, you know, if you go over to, say like the Kansas City Zoo, for instance, past the hippos and next to the cheetahs, they have this little shed you can go into that is set up so you can pretend to be a safari zookeeper or a safari biologist. Oh, come here, pretty butterfly. Oh, I still haven't been able to catch that green butterfly I saw last time. I was so excited about that guy too. But yes, they've got this really, really cool little shed set up so you can kind of look at what a jeep that you would use on the safari for research would look like. They have tusks from elephants, and I think they had, last time I went, they even had like an elephant femur, which is a leg bone, or like not a leg bone, but it's like connected to the leg bone, and it was huge. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. I want to put in some interactive exhibits like that. So if you guys have ideas for that, then let me know. Totally let me know. I would love to add in more things that can make this kind of feel like a proper zoo, like more benches. Maybe I need to go and poke at Zoo Tycoon 2 a little bit more. Trash cans. Oh my goodness, I wonder if we could build something that would be like a little trash can. It would be so cute if you could have like a little chest that looked like an item that acted like a chest, but it was a trash can, and you could like throw things in it. Oh my gosh. And then you could see what people have decided to throw away, and then there could be like a button where you could be like clear out trash, and that would just get rid of all of it. But you could also root through the trash like you do in Stardew Valley. Wouldn't that be adorable? Oh my gosh, I would have way too much fun with that. Anyway, we have work to do in the zoo, so enough holding my butterfly net, crossing my fingers for green butterflies, and I'll actually show you guys a little bit around the area we're currently in. All right, Alia, you guys want to come with me? Alia, Lily, and Iris. Iris, that's a little bit rude to stick your nose in that location of Lily's rump. But they have been following us around, so the girls are with us while we are patrolling the temperate forest area right now. And yesterday, we actually popped over and we visited with the red wolves. So we spent a lot of time with the red wolves, talking a little bit about what red wolves eat and the way that they are currently endangered and why they are endangered. See, I want to like do upgrades on the signs. I want to have like little informational stands so you can come up and like look at the item, like you can look at like a picture frame maybe, or some sort of like a little plaque, and you can read about all these facts about red wolves. I really want to make our zoo just like professional and top notch and have all sorts of things added to it, so I'm really looking forward to that. Like an educator you can come and talk with. Oh, that would be so neat. And I moved the teleporter, by the way. We used to have the teleporter over here and it was actually a red wolf, but I moved it over here, so it's now Lily's statue, and you just have to come and interact with Lily's statue to be able to teleport anywhere around the zoo. But we're not teleporting away today, Iris, Lily, and Alia. We're actually going to check on the animal traps that we baited yesterday. So we baited these animal traps yesterday so that we could see, look at all of this. Oh my goodness, there's already venison and bones and feathers. Wonderful. There's even some leather, and we need lots of leather so we can make lots of these backpacks, because these backpacks are going to be the picnic baskets. They're going to be the picnic baskets that we put in our picnic pickup shop. So I'm really excited to do the picnic pickup food stand. That's definitely coming up. All right, then let's check on this animal trap. Oh my goodness, so much raw rabbit, and there's some chicken and more leather. Thank goodness. I feel a little bit bad, but like I said yesterday, any animal who happens to just wander in a silly way right over here, well, you know, maybe they were old, or maybe they just didn't have like the most going on upstairs in terms of intelligence. So I don't feel as terrible as like if we were farming healthy animals. These are probably animals that didn't really need to pass their genetics on anymore. That's a really bittersweet way of looking at it, but you know, what can you do? What can you do when you have to feed the zoo? All right, let's go ahead and bait the traps just a wee bit more so that they can have enough food. All right, and then I can also collect this leather. That makes me happy, actually, to have leather, because I need to make more of these backpacks. I think there's more humane ways to make leather, actually. Hang on, let me check on that. So, recipe for leather. Recipe. You can take rotten flesh. That's right, you can put rotten flesh on the plate. So I could just go, like, rip the flesh off of zombies, but that's not quite what I was wanting. I mean, I could make some keratin, so I could make that if I did the mine factory or the mine chemistry. What else? Oh, I don't want to use giraffes. No, I really don't want to use giraffes. But yeah, you can take green tea leaves and rotten flesh. So rotten flesh is the only other way other than actually either killing a giraffe or a boar, which is not what I want to do, or taking a lot of the things that have been made, a lot of the things made out of leather already. And actually my sons, Junior and JJ, the zombie villagers I cured and claim as my own children who live at Zomberry Village, do give leather outfits. So maybe we'll get into that in the future too. All right, let's put all of this food away, and the bones away, and the feathers away. I'm going to take all of this leather with me actually, and I'm actually going to take some of the rabbit with me. I want to cook it first. All right, but we're going to take some of the rabbit with us. I'll cook it really quickly. If it'll cook. Oh, I guess rabbit won't cook in the furnace. How do you cook rabbit? I never thought about that. Oh, I guess raw rabbit is okay then. Well, it's fresh caught, so hopefully the girls... All right, ladies. I wanted to make sure I could feed you something fresh, but I don't know about feeding you rabbit. We're going to sigh and just move on from that. All right, so that's taken care of. Let's grab this veggie bait and put it inside of the animal trap. Sorry, little animals. All right, in my defense, at least they've had a good chance at life. All right, we'll close this, and then let's actually wash our hands in the stream really quickly. Just jump into the stream entirely and get out before Iris decides to follow us and start drowning. That poor puppy, she just can't swim to save her life, quite literally. And let's go have some pancakes over at the little pancake cafe because I'm pretty darn hungry. And then we're going to start clearing out some of the forest. So this is the direction through the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful maple, like little pathway we have here to the syrup shack. So this is the syrup shack, and you can come over here and you can get yourself some fresh made waffles, or you could get yourself some fresh made pancakes. And I think how we will set this up is that we will use this like the picnic pickup shop, where every now and then we need to spend some time either in a side quest or in one of our zoo kitchens cooking and supplying the syrup shack with enough food. And then people can come by and we'll have like a little chest somewhere, like maybe right over here, that could be like the cash register, and there'll be a little NPC, and the little NPC will tell you how much everything costs, and then people can just leave the money in the little cash register, whatever they would like to do, or they could leave things that they feel would be appropriate barters and trades. So they could leave behind, like, I don't know, a whole bunch of leather, or maybe a whole bunch of flowers because they know it's me and I love flowers, and they could put whatever they felt was fair for the food into the little chest, and then we can come over here and collect the payments from our little like cash register chest, or a barter chest, really. Once a week or so when we do our wonderful zoo kitchens. And that's kind of how the shacks will work, where we will manually restock them around our zoo instead of just having an NPC sell an infinite amount of things, because then it'll be fun to see what people enjoy eating. It'll be fun to restock it. It's just kind of something to keep us nice and busy. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm actually going to grab a maple syrup pancake. That sounds so yummy today. Okay, I'm going to eat one. All right, hang in there, puppies. Okay, I'm going to eat a giant stack of pancakes. And it's already night. Let's see, no one else is on. So let's go ahead and we're going to sleep. And then we're going to start clearing away the trail that we need so we can get some things done. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fur. I just scooped up more red wolf poop while we were running by. But yeah, then we will start clearing up the trail. And once we get the trail going, I really want you guys, I'm relying on you guys to help me grow the zoo, as you always do, by giving me tons of suggestions on the different types of animals we can make exhibits for. I'm so excited. We're finally getting back to animal exhibits. Of course, to do that, that means we finally have to get to doing some work. It's kind of amazing because the more things you get built and the more you create, the more just the busy work of keeping what you've already done maintained can really distract you. It's kind of amazing. Maybe I'll hire help at the zoo from the other zoo crafters at some point. All right, so time is come. Okay. All right, ladies, everybody good? Okay. Lily, Alia, Iris, good to see everybody's doing all right. And we're just going to start kind of clearing away some trees and smoothing out the paths. Do I have my, I have such random things in my inventory. I don't even know some of the things I have in my inventory. Oh, and there's red wolf poop. Let's go ahead and we will see if we can grow anything. All right, anything want to grow? Oh, goodness. Look at all this. Nice. Well, we'll just leave the dandelions. Oh, wow. Look at those poppies. The girls are all sniffing at the grass. We'll just kind of leave that there for now. We'll mow the grass another day. But yes, so if I looked at my map, I think I want to kind of go around this hill and we'll kind of work from there. We'll sort of go around the hill and then we'll see what happens, what this little pond is, and we'll see how we can start connecting things up. But I definitely think we need to make like a big circle around the hill. So we'll start with that and we'll just see where everything else takes us. So let me go ahead and I'll have my little butterfly net at the ready just in case I run into something. And let's make sure we don't accidentally knock down these two trees. So I'm going to remove any leaves that could potentially be touching or even consider to be close to any of these other trees now that I think about it. In fact, let's just go ahead and clear them out with shears. That's probably safest. There we go. Back off you. Back off. I don't want you to start tree-capitating everything and cut down these lovely trees because these are actually the intertwined oaks planted by Pokafan 1124. And they are one of our beautiful donation trees. Somebody who donated $1 to the zoo and then got some trees planted. And I'm currently not accepting donations because I'm so behind on them because I have so many to add. I'm actually thinking about starting something like Tree Tuesdays or Tree Thursdays where I just go through and add in all of the trees that I owe everybody because there's so many of them. So that's going to be coming up too. Oh, so much to do in the zoo. Are the trees safe? Yeah, the trees are safe. Thank goodness. All right. And unfortunately, little chestnut tree, I'm sorry. I feel like your time has come. Oh gosh, there's not even a chestnut tree left anymore. It's just a whole bunch of leaves in the air. Well, we'll go ahead and clear that out too. Oh, what a beautiful butterfly. Is that purple? We are going to catch so many cool butterflies here, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and clear these trees out. As much as I hate getting rid of the forest, there is something to be said about a zoo or a park of some kind needing to at least be walkable. And if you're kind of tripping over trees and branches and roots and snakes and all of those kinds of things before you can even see the exhibits, then maybe there's too many trees. And even I'm willing to admit that. All right, come on, ladies. And then the other thing is I'm also thinking about kind of clearing away some of what you can see in the red wolf exhibit too, because you can't really see what's going on in the red wolf exhibit because of so many trees. So I've actually been thinking about clearing a few of them away, but that'll be a question for another day. For now, let's continue on with our path. We'll kind of smooth everything out as we go. All right, so now we've got a nice big clearing. This is looking better and better for potentially being the picnic pickup spot. And then what do we have over here? I know we've wandered by here. Oh yeah, this thing. We've wandered over here a time or two, but I've never really tried to like walk it in a big loop. So yeah, you have a hill, a big hill that I'd have to do something with. It's got a nice top to it. And then let's see, it has an interesting, I could probably put a bridge over there. Maybe we can have this be like a lookout point because this has a good view of this river right here. It's a very nice view actually of the river. You can kind of see my house a little bit. You can see Sunflower's tree. You can see some of the other planted trees. Was that a rat? I thought I heard a rat. Oh my goodness. There might be rats in the caves under us, Iris. Oh, that got all the girls excited. Oh my goodness. But you could see the river from here, so that could be very pretty. And then we could probably do some landscaping because under that hill right there is the Tate and Tackle. So it would be interesting. Oh, green butterfly. Oh, there's a little mouse, not a rat. Oh, it's so cute. It's just kind of hanging out down there. We could do like a wood mouse. That would be a really fun little exhibit. What is that butterfly doing in the water? Just getting my net already, you green glorious thing. And what do you guys think about maybe a suspension bridge from here to there? That would be really cool. And then it could take you over to that side of the zoo, which is where the Swan Lake and the Tate and Tackle are. And eventually this side is going to connect all the way over here, not over to the Cloud Phoenix tree. We're going to leave him alone. That's his territory. It's sacred land, if you ask me. But we'll wiggle down here, and eventually this sort of area is going to become the insect. Entomology. It's going to be the Entomology Academy. It's going to be a giant insect academy where you can go to learn about so many different bugs, and there'll be all sorts, hundreds and hundreds of different spiders. There'll be tunnels where you can walk through and pretend to be a little worker ant, and there'll be like giant model ants all over the place. Oh, that'll be really cool. I think a suspension bridge right here is a great idea. Okay, and that'll help connect up that side of the zoo in a second spot as well. The more paths you can have connecting everything, the easier it'll be for our guests to be able to enjoy the whole thing. Oh, I'm so excited. I really feel pumped, like we're actually starting to do stuff again. All right, so we're gonna have to clear out some more trees. As much as I hate clearing out trees, it's just a fact of life at this point, and we'll grow some more. We will grow some more. I'm not too worried. And yes, I know the little saplings look kind of interesting. This is what the spruce saplings look like now, and this is what the oak saplings look like now. If they throw you guys off too much, that's the pixel reality stuff I'm kind of dabbling just with a couple textures here and there, and then let me know. I just think they're really cute because I like plants. All right, so that would be the suspension bridge right there. And then this would be the back of the hill, I believe. Are we on the back of the hill? Where am I? I can't see. Yeah, we're about on the back of the hill. So we want to wrap around over to where the water snakes are. So let's see. I would say we're just kind of going to clear a loose path out. So what does this lead to? Okay, that just leads to like another overlook. So it looks like this area isn't very easily connected to this area because it just sort of is a giant hill, a giant cliff. Oh, what's this? Is this a giant hole in the ground? No, it's a tiny hole in the ground. All right, hang in there, ladies. You guys are doing great. All right, so the puppies are doing good. We found a avocado or a chestnut tree and some mistletoe. Oh gosh, and I like kind of cleared this tree out. So let's just go ahead and finish it off. All right, and then you kind of even out into this little fir forest. I could see a cougar being up here really easy. Couldn't you guys see a cougar up here? Lily, do be careful. Oh my goodness, Lily, I didn't see you were right under my axe when I started swinging it. All right, she's a good girl though. She's used to me doing that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this rubber tree out of the way. And then it starts going down again. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna clear these trees out too. Not to try to destroy too many trees, but because it just helps me more and more get an idea of where we can put down some paths. Because I've noticed after years, oh, I just harvested the mistletoe. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Sorry, chestnut tree. I guess you were another victim of Seri clearing stuff out. All right, and let's go ahead. Am I gathering everything? I sure am, thank goodness. But yeah, I've noticed over the many, many years we've done zoo crafting that the sooner I clear something out and get a path put down, the more likely we are, Lily, to have actual exhibits added in. So that's why I'm not being so timid as I usually am with just clearing trees out. Iris, do be careful. Teleporting in front of me, ladies, while I am holding an axe and wielding it with gusto is a little bit of a dangerous move, my loves. All right. And then let's go ahead and clear this out of the way and this, because now we're at the bottom of the hill. So now we need to wrap back around to where our water snakes are. But I hope you guys have had some time to think about things like the foxes and the squirrels and the many variety of squirrels, raccoons. The area seems to already come equipped with some raccoons or voles. Oh my goodness, deer mice, like we saw earlier, possums. I'm pretty sure I could try to make a raccoon into a possum if I tried hard enough. Ooh, look at all of the wild. Oh my goodness, there's like a little wild leafy garden that we can harvest. That would be fantastic. All right, so yeah, you can kind of see a loose path that I'm clearing through here. I would probably go this way, and then we can clear out some of these rubber trees. All right, and then over here. Oh my gosh, sorry about that, you guys. That horse startled me. And then there's apparently a wild horse. That would probably be a really great thing to have over in our prairie areas. I wonder where we're going to build prairies. Maybe we'll clear some of this area out. And you know, I could see us going ahead and converting some of the flower field into like a prairie sort of biome to make it kind of like Kansas or something like that. As much as I absolutely adore the flower field biomes, we do have a couple of them. One down here by our farm where we'll have our farming side series. We do have a couple of them. I know of more. I think, is this a flower field? No, that's a spruce wood. Really? I don't believe it. Oh, I'm in a spruce wood. So we'll do a little bit of poking around and make sure that like we wouldn't remove anything too precious. But for the sake of the zoo, I could see turning the flower field into prairies, like open prairies with herds of wild horses and bison to be something really, really fun. All right, so are we still looping around or have I gotten a little off track? Nope, we're almost there actually. All right, sweet. So we just need to keep going in this direction. I'm just going to keep clearing some little trees away so I know I'm in the right spot. Oh, and there it is. Okay. And we're just going to take a sharp turn this direction. And we're going to clear this little tree out of the way. Alrighty. And then right over here, you have to be very careful because it looks like I somehow made it so you could walk right into our northern water snake exhibit. But northern water snakes are not venomous. So even if you did walk right into it, everything would be a-okay. And there we go. This is where the path would connect up. All right. Oh my gosh, that's actually a ton of progress. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually clears out a whole bunch of the area, so we can now start looking at this a little bit more objectively. I'm thinking that the picnic pickup spot would actually be really fun to have maybe over here. So like we'll have like little picnic tables, we'll have maybe some picnic blankets laying out, and we'll have the little picnic shed, the little food stand right over here. And then I think over here, we can kind of clear this area out and we can kind of incorporate this cave so that it can become a black bear exhibit. And that'll be across from another big predator. So a couple big draw items, as they would say in a real zoo. And then once we have the black bears over there, we can just start working on like threading our way through here with multiple different like paths. And maybe you can come down here and, oh, then you could see like little cave exhibits to represent the caves that you might see in the Midwest or represent some of the cave animals you might find in America or North America, I should say. And then you can go over to the suspension bridge. I'm excited. We have planned out quite a bit for our zoo. And I really hope you guys have picked a couple animals. I really can't wait to hear what you're looking forward to seeing as new additions to our zoo, because I'm definitely full of several awesome ideas and I want to know what you guys want to see so that I can teach you guys about those animals too. All right, good. Man, those giraffe link sub sandwiches are so filling. All right, so tomorrow is Friday, and usually that would be like a fun little zoo kitchen day, sometimes in addition to a regular zoo crafting episode, sometimes just on its own. And now it's raining. But I think tomorrow we will actually spend the day building the new picnic pickup stand. So we'll build the little food stand over here, and we'll try to make it nice and cute, kind of like how we have the little syrup shack. That's the name of it. We'll kind of build like a syrup shack ×2, only it's going to be a picnic stand, and we'll put in some picnic tables. We actually have several picnic tables, so there's actually picnic baskets we can make, picnic tables we could make. We might hand make some picnic tables with divencing and like carpenter's blocks instead, so that you can actually sit at them. And we'll go gather up some wool so that we can lay out some little picnic blankets, and we can start putting the pathing down so that we can put paths down going all the way through here so people can come pick up their picnic baskets and they can pay whatever they want inside the little barter chest or the recommended cost of the picnics. And then we can come and we can check on them every week, and it'll be really fun to restock the little picnic pickup spot based off of like seasonal picnic goods. Also, Iris and Lily, please remove yourselves from the Red Wolf exhibit, you two. Oh my gosh. All right. So Alia knows what's up. She's not only away from there, but she's trying to get out of the rain too. All right. So path is cleared. Planning is started. Tomorrow we will be building the picnic pickup stand, and I'm really excited. I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.